Hi, Kikomotas! Hello, hello, hello! Okaeri! Welcome, welcome, welcome! Thank you for coming to today's lesson. So today I shall be talking about yokai. Yes, very special yokai today. So I'm very excited. Very excited. I will try to draw pictures as best as possible. Yes. So that maybe it will help you identify the yokai I'm talking about. So, let's go and check out our first yokai of the day. Yes, I think maybe these might be a little bit similar to what you're thinking of, Maybe when you look in the mirror? You never know. Okay, let's see. First, some kanji, Kikomatas. Yes, I know. I always have to give you the kanji. So, any ideas what this kanji could be? You might have come across it before in some of my lessons. So, let me write beside this so that you have it. There you go. Little bit squiggly, but that's what you get when you write on the iPads. So, kitsune. And what do we know is a kitsune? Well, your goddess is one. I am fox goddess. Yes, kitsune goddess. Oh, kitsune for fox. So we will be talking about kitsune. I know. Sugoi. Okay, so kitsune. Let me draw a picture for you so you can see. Aren't just any type of fox. No, they're special yokai. Why do I say that? Am I being biased? No, not at all. But they're very special foxes that have maho. Or at least some of them do, depending on their rank or their status. So there are multiple different things that have to be taken into account when it comes to kitsune. How old they are, how many tails they have, if they're good or they're bad. Yeah. Does have a lot to do with that. Yeah. So, kitsune are found all over Japan. They love to eat meat and vegetables and also fried tofu. Oh, I personally am not the biggest fan of the last one. As you might have heard. Tried it, it's just the texture. I don't know what to tell you. Tofu just is not my friend. Yeah. So, they're very, very intelligent. Yes, I know. So smart. And super, super powerful. Yeah. I mean, Yukikomata should know personally. Yep. They can shapeshift and like to trick humans by transforming into gigantic beasts and monsters. Rawr! Maybe even like a Rikozilla, you never know. And depending on the kitsune, the pranks can range. Oh, this kind of looks like a tanuki. Maybe it's a tanuki dressed up as a kitsune. Little do I know, Tanuki-chan. Oh my gosh, I don't know what mess I'm making of this kitsune. Poor guy. I don't know why he looks like this. My zoo animals all over again. But yeah, depending on the kitsune, a prank can be for fun or for darker purposes. Boy. It's very hard to tell the difference between a transformed kitsune and a person. Yeah, because we're so skilled. So watch out. I could be one of you next. never know. Ooh. We're so good at transforming that it's almost an exact likeness to those that we disguise ourselves as. Actually, written down in history quite often that on a few occasions, humans have married kitsune not knowing that they're kitsune. Or even became best friends. As best friends. I remember us talking about a very famous kitsune, Denpachi. You remember Denpachi was a kitsune who disguised himself so that he could study from monks. And he was very good, and he was the top of the student. Yeah, but he got found out. But that's another story for another time. Yes. So yes, this is a rough information about kitsune. I will provide you more later on. Maybe when you catch my streams, you might learn new things about kitsune that you never knew. But yes, kitsune are not all bad, but they're also not all good. Some kitsune just live our lives, trying to learn from humans and be a human, whereas others see humans as being meaners, so they be meaners too. So watch out what kitsune you get entangled with. It could be a good thing, but it could also be a bad thing. Okay, let's look at a type of kitsune. So, we know that the kanji on the right stands for kitsune. Any idea, Kikomatas, what the next kanji could be used for? So this is a type of kitsune. I talked about how there were good and there were bad kitsune. What kitsune do we think this possibly could be? Yes, if you said Hikomata that is a good kitsune, then you were correct. So, instead of using kitsune, you're going to change the pronunciation to ko. Ko. Zenko. Zenko are good kitsune. Let me draw a zenko so that you can identify it. It will be like this. Oh. Yes, so they are considered the good kitsune amongst all kitsune. They fall in different categories depending on their colors and things like that. So also give him a little, so very, he's a good. So he gets a star. Very good kitsune. I expect that all of my kikomatas are zenko, but you never know. Maybe there's a couple naughty warui kikomatas in here. You never know. Yes. So these foxes are good and usually serve the gods as like messengers and things like that. So they do good deeds. Sometimes they even help humans, depending on the zenko and also what ranking they are. Because some of them just keep to themselves, depending on how far up their ranking is. Just up. It looks like this. This is his life. This is his life. We'll add like a little body like this. There. Very good job, Kikomoto's. Very good job. Yes. So within society of these foxes, so kitsune have specific rankings. It can be societal ranks, it can be families, and it can be tribes. So it's a lot like human society and stuff like that. Zenko are divided into 5 different groups. So you have Tenko, Inko, Ginko, Yakko, Okuko. So 5 different groups. These are all based on the fur colors. So every single like Kinko is not the same color as Ginko. If you know, you know. And yeah. And basically depending on their colors, it bases them on the ranking system. Yeah. They can be further divided into social rankings, like Tenko and Kuko and Kiko. So very, very different rankings depending on color and societal ranking. So specifically what job they do, how long they've been in their specific job, how they've advanced in power, and how many tails they have, how old are they. A lot of factors play into it. Yes. Yeah, but Zenko are usually what you see to be, as I said, messengers to the gods. So Inari will use as Zenko as messengers for her. You don't know who she is. She is a kitsune goddess like myself. I use a Zenko, but I'm not biased. I do have Warui kitsune here and there. You know who you are. Okay, so we've talked about good kitsune, Zenko. Let's talk about some bad kitsune, okay? Okay, any ideas? So remember, second kanji used for kitsune is going to become different this time. Very different. So we go like this. No kitsune. No kitsune. So, any ideas? No kitsune, as we said, were bad in a sense. Kitsune. Yeah. So, they're mostly been translated as wild foxes. Yeah. They haven't been tamed type of situation. They don't listen to order. They're wild. Yes. So these foxes are often referred to as yakko. Yakko. So you can see them as no kitsune, but also as yakko. Yeah. They are low-ranking kitsune that cause a lot of trouble. So usually if you're into history and stuff like that, and you read about kitsune causing problems, this is usually a yakko doing this. Yeah. So they like to be mischievous to the extreme. It's one thing to cause problems. It's another thing to, I don't know, kill someone. Not that they have killed someone, I'm just giving an example that they kind of take things too far. You know that one friend that pranks you a lot and you've told them time and time again? So, it's not funny. And they're like, but it's funny for me. And you're like, yeah, but that's not the point. And you're just like trying to explain it to them, and they're like, oh, yeah. It's not personal. But yeah, these guys like to, yeah, be like the center of attention when it comes to like bad problems. Bad problems, stuff like that. They like to be very, very tricky. Yes. Kinda looks like Inu. It's a kitsune! A Yako to be exact, yes. He's up to mischief. He thinks his jokes are funny, but they're not. No one else likes them. Yeah. So they prefer to torment and prank and even go as far as possessing humans. Yes. Compared to being a messenger to God, like previously we talked about Zenko. Yeah. They're usually hide from humans and come out at night to steal things too. Yes. Yeah, so you have to watch out for them. Yeah. They try their best, but yeah, they're mischievous to an extreme sometimes. They can, depending on what specific one that you meet, you can end up running into a Yako that's you do not want to be near them. Not just because they're annoying, but because they cause too many problems. Yeah, to the extreme. They make mischief and they love it and they find it hilarious. Yes. Okay, so let's talk about one of the other rankings too. So Yako being the low ranking of Kitsune, let's talk about another low ranking of Kitsune. This one right here. More kanji, I know. Surprise, surprise. Write this for you. There you go. So this is ashire. Ashire. Or it can also be called ashireko. Yeah. So these kitsune are referred to as spirit foxes. Spirit foxes. So they are one of the like the lowest ranking kitsune out there. So the low ranking foxes, and it's actually a ranking that's given to kitsune when they're born to the age of 100 years old. Yes. So around like say 50 years old, the kitsune will start practicing maho, magic, by worshipping the sun and the moon and the stars. They also adorn specific they dress up to a little bit, but they go out during the night and they just stare up at the moon and the stars to try to connect with them and get more maho and power and stuff like that. Another thing though is they're very hard to recognize when comparing to a normal fox. So because they are the lowest ranking kitsune out there, they look very, very similar to a normal fox. Yeah. So you might be able to, I don't know, come across a kitsune that is at this type of ranking if by chance you see them staring up at the moon or stars. You might have come across a kitsune, you never know, and not just a normal fox. Very, very interesting. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Let's talk about one more. Yes. So this is a Chiko. So Chiko are what are referred to as earth kitsune, earth foxes. So they're said to be this because they still live on the earth. They still have their normal bodies, things like that to take into account. Yes. Many things change depending on your ranking of kitsune, and you'll find out later on specifically what can happen to a kitsune. Thankfully, Kikomotos, you are going to stay in your bodies. To an extent. You'll notice, we'll talk about Kikos. Yeah, what you take after, partially. Because you're also partially in Nicholas. Yeah, so these are earth foxes. No, they are not the avatar. This is not earth, fire, wind, water. So, you never know. Maybe if someone's like more powerful, you never know. Yeah, so these are earth foxes. There we go. Yeah, so these foxes come next in ranking after Ashire. So after the ranking we just said. So after the spirit foxes. Yes. So these foxes are usually around 100 to 500 years old and start to grow more than one tail at this point. Yes. This is also the highest rank Warui Kitsune, so a bad fox can achieve. So when we were talking about the Yako, this is the highest rank a Yako can get to. Yes, a Chiko rank, yes. Now, it's because everything after this ranking is only for good Kitsune. Yeah, so a Yako can grow up out of this stage and out of like the Ashire stage and then go into the Chiko stage, Chiko ranking, and they can be the most powerful Kitsune. Most powerful, they can have a bajillion tails, like a lot of tails. You can end up with a 9-tailed Kitsune as a Chiko because they're not allowed to progress because they're Warui, so bad. They're bad. Yes, so they can have several tails and become incredibly powerful, but they will not be able to achieve further. A good Kiko, on the other hand, can advance to the next rank and leave their bodies behind for their spirit ones. Yes. Ooh. Yes, and I think you'll like the next one, my Kikomotos, but you will have to wait till next time. Yes. Cliffhanger. But good job with your kanji today and practicing. Also learning about yokai. I hope that you're enjoying my information I provide to you about, in this case, kitsune, different type of kitsune. I really enjoy sharing this information with you. And yeah, just I hope you learn more about yokai, because I mean your goddess as well. And you have more appreciation to kitsune. No, I am not a Yako. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Kikomotos, I will see you on your next lesson. I look forward to seeing you soon and keep on studying. Bye bye, Kikomotos. Bye bye. 行きましょう。